Alright, looks like Solar is back.
His disruptor is well drained, and he can go back to stretching his roaches.
His finger
As
roaches.
we are in the northwest corner of the map. His disruptors thoroughly drained, his roaches thoroughly stretched, his hydralisks very well hydrated. Playing for Triumphant Song Gaming, our red Zerg is Solar. And in the southeast corner of the map, and proxying also, our blue Terran from from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is our blue Terran. He's not the disease, he is in fact the cure. Oh, is Solar gonna see the proxy? That Overlord is moving around there. No. He's not going to see it. He's very close to it. That was some clutch. He could very easily have seen that. That was one hex away, I believe, from being scouted on the top path.
Pretty much there. I'm kind of not sure why Solar went for this kind of scout. This fourth base location is pretty common for proxies, but I don't know, you wouldn't go behind this dead hair, I would imagine. You go in front of it.
Yeah, it looks like Cure was checking out Solar's scouting paths against Terran in order to choose this position. The bunker is going to go up before the hatchery, so he's free to put it in range and also wall off this path with another bunker. Should be finished before anything comes out for the Zerg. No pokers are being pulled. Solar is just sacrificing this hatchery. He's going to get a Roach Warren, which makes it a lot easier to deal with the Marines on, when you're stuck on one base and you're getting sieged.
Yep,
you get Ravagers are the unit to get at this point.
Ravagers for corrosive vials. I mean, yeah. Queens are also good. Roaches also are pretty tanky versus just Marines. But it can definitely depend a little bit. These bunkers are starting to get filled up. And, yeah, Solar is just going to be contained for a long while here.
Yeah.
Alright, here come the repairs. These eggs, they've got a lot of armor. They are probably going to be roaches very, very soon.
Which also have quite a bit of armor. I'm continuing to... Oh, that's very dangerous position to be morphing them. If Kyo was a bit more active, he could have just got out of the bunker, just killed those while they were morphing.
But speaking of the bunkers, I think this is just about going to be the end of Cure's bunker rush.
Gets the salvage on these bunkers. This one will probably go down. But Cure has gotten a factory at home, is getting a starport at home. And it looks like he's transitioning into mech because he's not bringing the second barracks home. He sent one to scout the main base and the other one just left there. He could, I mean, this is a pretty thick main base on this map. And Solar doesn't have vision on the east side of Texas. So Cure could possibly just land
I mean, he's got the Overlord.
The barracks there. And oh, that's no problem. I'm an idiot. Actually, that's enough. I think that's enough to land the barracks there.
No, it's not.
It's enough out of vision.
Nah.
I think that's 3 hexes there.
Nah. Anyway, we do start to see Solar coming in with his counterattack, but it's not really going to work out too well, especially with the Cyclone, are probably the best defensive unit in the game, other than perhaps the tank.
No,
Immortal
Terran
anyway.
With Immortal
yeah,
and
I
shield
mean, for Terran.
For Terran, yeah. Safety tank definitely a good unit. Although against Ravagers, it's not necessarily the bestest of choices. A Cyclone usually works better.
Yeah, tanks also aren't that effective versus air.
And tanks find it very difficult to siege against not lurkers, Ravagers. Ravager. Roach. Ravager.
Roach Ravager.
Roach Ravager. Gonna maybe lose a cyclone here. Be careful. They're getting a bit greedy.
Yeah, it's the absolute priority right now for Cure. He needs to maintain his units. Cure! He's going into bio!
Oh! Okay. Oh! These SCVs, they were misrallied there. Oh, congregated in the corner.
But now they can start getting back to work. They are, going to be very useful right now for Cure, as they are useful for every Terran player. In every situation.
But what is Solar going for? He's got the Roach War and he's getting a lair. Is he going to stick to the Roach deck here?
I think he kinda has to. He already made a decision.
I mean, honestly, has 2 Roaches and 3 Ravagers. He can actually transition to... Oh, he's getting Roach Speed. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I would imagine...
Wonder maybe if he's misreading it anything, he's going up against Mech.
I definitely think that's the case. He did see 2 Cyclones move out across the map, and you normally don't do that unless Cyclones are disposable and you're making more. I think Solar might be going Roach Ravager as a response to Mech, but it can also work out versus Bio decently well.
Mech is a natural transition out of a proxy like that when you kind of don't use the barracks A anyway later on.
It can be.
So you just start making factories at home. But
I mean, it can be.
You're getting enough done at the early game that he feels
Alright, now Solar is well aware of what he's up against.
Okay, yeah, this is Bio. And immediately gets link speed, which was delayed so far. But he's going to get Carapace and an attack upgrade for the Roaches. So they're gonna be beefy and powerful. But yeah, you want to have Zerglings, you want to have Banelings against Bio.
Really, any kind of really
possibly
effective
even
AoE
Hydralisks.
Ravagers, I think Corrosive Bile is just a little too unreliable in this scenario, I would say.
It's been a while since we saw Lingba and Hydra in TVZ. But the Hydralisks,
in the high level, yeah.
Yeah. Hydralisks are pretty good, you know. They zone out the medivacs, they help you, because the biggest weakness of Zerg in the early game is anti-air. By far.
It
You do
is,
have queens, but they are only good defensively and if you have a lot of them in one place.
Exactly. That's why we see the rise of BC openings fairly often.
That's why Zergs have started to make even more queens. Except, you know, if they're the captain of the CranKy Ducklings, who apparently doesn't know how to make queens. I'm surprised he even makes, you know, one for each base.
Or the top Vietnamese player. Alright, speaking of which, Cure coming in with this multi-pronged harass does have to evacuate from one of them, but this second force is still going on. Yeah, exactly.
Between the natural being delayed so long and the bio jukes here, the creep spread for Solar is just bad.
He cannot spread that fast enough.
Yeah.
But he is about to take matters into his own hands pretty soon, getting that infestation pit up. Cure, meanwhile, just building up an army back at home. He has only 3 tanks at the moment. 4 tanks at the moment.
Solar is getting Banelings, he's getting Baneling speed. He does have a 4th base. It's not. I mean, we're saying it as if Solar is in a really bad position. He's not. He's a little behind, but is not dead yet.
And that is going to be the key point. It's Solar is slowly building up, getting his upgrades, and trying to transition to more of a Ling Bane. But Cure, he is almost ready to go. His combat shield is halfway done. His 2/2 upgrades, you know, they're on the way. Should be able to hit by the time the fight happens. Alright, and here comes a move out. Cure, he is going for it, and he actually has a fantastic shot right now. Link speed not done. So little creep. Exactly. It's hard to say. Whoa, Cure. I guess not really looking at this part of the map. It does make a huge difference. So now the tanks are in and they are sieged. Cure should be able to play against this very effectively, especially considering that it's off creep. But Solar is coming in for the concave. And will it be enough for Cure? It seems like it might. It seems like it is.
Oh, that last tank wasn't being sieged.
Cure is slowly whittling down this army of Solar, but his reinforcements come out and get here fast enough. He is dropping into the main. This might be the 1-2 punch that Cure needs.
Yes.
GG. Cure, very competently, I would say, takes game number 1. Everything he did, it wasn't exciting, but it was competent. It was the correct move.
Yeah.
Clear the creep, move it, go in with a second push, consolidate your tanks.
Yeah. It was a bit, I wouldn't say sloppy, but a bit shaky from Cure. It wasn't super convincing because he was kind of losing those tanks. Lost a lot of the bio, but it was enough to break Solar, especially with the 1-2 punch in the main base.
Indeed, it was. Got a little bit worried there for a second because, he could not reinforce that position fast enough. But once he realized, oh, Solar's army is here, I have some medevacs and marines over here, why don't I just drop? So yeah, brilliant move from our Korean Terran player.
Alrighty then. Welcome everyone to Zen. Zen, the most calm of all the maps in the map pool. LE. Now, LE, just in case you do not know, stands for lead enforcement. Lead enforcement. That's when you have a pressure cooker and you have a lid that you have to enforce so that it doesn't, blow open from all the pressure buildup. Very important. Lead enforcement. And speaking of enforcement, very calm in the northeast corner of the map, representing Triumphant Song Gaming, are Red Protoss. No, not Protoss. Zerg. Red Zerg. He's not a Protoss. He is Solar. See, normally I would be angry with myself for making that mistake, but we are on Zen. Look at that star. It's so happy. It's so happy to be here. So calm. This is Zen. The southwest corner of the map. Currently up in this best of 3 semi-final of today's ESL Asian Open number 16 are Blue Terran from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It's Cure.
I just noticed that they're both sporting Into the Clan.
Pet?
Into the Clan. It's their decal. Or not decal, flowy.
What does that mean? Explain, Yaku.
I believe it's just something that a couple of players put together as a kind of fun clan that they did.
Alright. Fair enough.
Might be something else?
Never heard of it. Let's consult the Wikipedia. I am the information goblin today.
I believe Scarlet and Time are also in it. Special might be as well. Solar for sure is one of them. What has the information goblin brought us today?
Into the clan.
Alright, well, so far
into the clan. I get no information on them.
Yeah, well,
other than they participated in something.
Yeah, I think it was it was something. Yeah, I think it's a team league that they just threw together a team, called it Into the Clan, and made it a thing. But speaking of making it a thing, Cure going a lot more standard this game. No proxies, no bunker rushes, and Solar very happy with that. Gonna be taking his third base on time.
Very nicely timed, yeah. Very early on. Says as you like it.
That is the way.
I like it.
You're gonna be very active on the map very early on, sending out his Hellions around. It's actually gonna be Cloak Banshees coming out from Cure. Interesting.
You know what? I just realized the ramps on Zen have like topiary plants on them. In the north, into the natural, the ramp to the natural.
Oh,
see?
yeah. Kinda.
Like
Alright, it's a good thing that we were on this side of the map as the Hellions are starting to move in, shaving off the link count, but I don't think they're gonna get too much drone damage done here.
Oh, actually.
Could get a couple of drones to get one.
One drone. Okay.
Alright, well, more Hellions are starting to be rallied.
It is a good poke by the Terran.
Yeah.
You know.
Just,
Keeps
go in, see what you can get done.
Keeps the Zerg from being comfortable. Maybe miss a few injects here and there. Because the Queens are out of position or preoccupied.
Yeah, you always want to keep them preoccupied as much as you can. Cure, they start to be moving in with the Banshee. I wonder if he moves...
Banshee. He moves the Banshee into the Overlord vision.
Now I do have to...
exposes it. Solar already getting spores regardless. He was getting them anyway, so...
I do have to wonder now if Cure decides to go for a multi-prong with this, or if he's just gonna go... if he's just gonna use his Banshees with a push. It seems like he might be taking the former option. But that is... okay, maybe not.
Spire for Solar.
Yeah, when you gotta fight Banshees.
An Overseer, so... Yeah, Cloak is not going to be a thing here.
Yeah. At least not for the time being.
Yeah, between the Spore and the Overseer.
It's not exactly gonna help, yeah.
Nothing the Terran can do. But nice crypt cleaning from Chior. Gonna open up a path into the natural base.
Yeah, I think actually the creep spread has been better from Solar so far in this game. As we did know in the previous game.
For a bad time. But they are going to scout the Spire, possibly? And they do see the Spire. Okay. I mean, I hope Cure actually clicks on it. Because if it doesn't, it might look like a spore, an extra spore.
Like so. Well, maybe soon enough he won't have to click on it, and he is getting a lot of damage done despite the Queen.
Yeah, I got about 4 drones there.
Well, Soul gonna be deflecting this this Hellion run by from Cure, and it's doing quite a bit.
Wait, one of the Banshees has 8 kills on it, and the other has 3.
Yeah.
Did he kill the...
couple of Lings were dead.
They killed the creep tumors. Creep tumors count for the...
Also a couple of Lings.
Yeah. Mutalisks are about to come out. Gonna have a small problem of Mutalisk for Cure to deal with.
But a very small one. Cure is going full innovation.
The plural noun for Mutalisks is a problem of Mutalisks, the collective noun.
What about a catastrophe?
If you have more than 20...
Alright, so here, catastrophe. Solar is easily going to deflect this. Cure, starter stepping very well, but this is just not going to be enough. So he stands and delivers, decides to just let that happen. And now all the reinforcements from Cure forced to retreat back. Cure, I think I'd have to reevaluate everything.
Yeah, it's getting turrets. It's gonna be able to fend off the Mutalisks in some capacity. Does have a lot of Marines. And they are going to have combat shields pretty soon. So gonna be able to withstand this, but there's a big move out by Solar coming into the third base of Cure.
And will Cure be able to...
wall,
yeah, will Cure be able to muster up a defense in time? It's going to be the big question here. Yeah, the wall is not a wall, but I don't know, that might be intentional.
He's getting a fourth command center. Solar has retreated. Not going to try and push into this.
But the Mutalisks are...
to gain some value.
That indeed they are. Cure does not know about this yet, but he does have some Marines in position, and they are in the best location that they could possibly be right now.
Yeah. But Solar can find positions here over Cure's production.
Like so.
You know?
Drilling Claw's gonna be on the way for Cure.
Sniping add-ons and whatnot. Getting a few Marines here and there for free.
It's not too bad for Solar, but this is actually really good for Cure. If he doesn't mind losing a couple of Marines here and
want
there.
to trade Marines for Mutalisks.
Yeah.
Especially
exactly.
It's a really good trade.
Alright, something that's a little interesting is that Cure is getting Drilling Claws, but also Thors. I think maybe he's just getting that in the future, just in case he needs mines, but I don't know, it's...
definitely doesn't want to deal with the Mutalisks anymore, and he doesn't know whether Solar is getting more Mutalisks or not.
Right, so just get a Thor now to deal... Yeah, just get a Thor now to deal
Solar
with...
is getting melee upgrades and not ground upgrades, basically, not air upgrades.
Yeah, so I guess, I can see that. Get the Thor now to deal with the Mutalisks that are out now, and then get the Drilling Claws in case there are going to be more later on.
Mm-hmm. And also, you know, Widow Mines are still pretty good against all other stuff.
Nah, they are.
Oh, nice, catching some Mutalisks for free here.
I will concede to that. Man, Soulless creeps threat this game. Look at that. So much better than the previous one.
Yeah, he's been allowed, but here's the thing, look at the path to the natural. That's where Cure has been cleaning up the creep. He can get pretty close without Solar...
Murzin, trying to snipe the tanks. Does not manage to get it. And meanwhile, look at this cloud of Lingbane.
So it's good.
Yeah, not too much at least. Thors are out now, and they should be dealing with the Mutalisk very, very well, but that's not where you want to be right now, Cure. Cure does not know where Solar's army is, but he is drawing it back every time he clears a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, a couple of defenses here. Alright, there we go. The switch into Widow Mines, and that is what I like to see. Also, a couple of Marauders coming out, as you never know whether the third player is going to go into... Yeah, you never know if the Ultralists are on the way, which they are this time, in this case. But you know what? Cure is doing a decent job, but it's a stalemate. It's been a stalemate for quite some time. And if this keeps going on, you're gonna have to favor Solar more as time goes on. As time goes by.
No, time isn't here. Time is up. It's Cure. It's a different Terran.
Yeah, different Chinese team.
Time does not go on. Cure is dropping into Solar's main base.
Yeah, gets a good little snipe. Might get the Ultralisk Cavern. Might get the Ultralisk Cavern. Quick transfuse coming out from Solar, but Solo. He gets the Ultralisk Cavern.
One Ultralisk
nice. That chitinous plating.
And the upgrade is going to be delayed.
I believe it was chitinous plating anyway.
Yeah. It's,
once again, trying to come in here. And very good splits coming out from Cure. Gonna be keeping most of his army alive.
Yeah, and the tank's doing a great job there. Widow Mines are around. There's the Thors. Look at how many turrets he has in his base.
They're all in a straight line.
No Mutaharas for you.
Come back next week.
Come back next year. Next series, actually. Looks like. Well,
that's what it does look like now, but let's not call it before it ends.
Here comes the Ultralisk and the bendings from
the one Ultralisk. But it is a beautiful flank here from Solar, and it is taking out the entire army of Cure. Cure just did not have the right units in the right position.
But the Widow Mines are still around. Oh, it's gonna get you! Widowlisks!
Skadoosh, but it does not seem to be enough. Maybe this Widow Mine takes out quite a number of units, but not quite enough. Cure still has his defenses up, but he just doesn't have the army supply. He does not have the AoE. Widow Mines are great, but they aren't the most reliable AoE.
Yeah, and 3-3 is on the way for Solar. Kaido
Oh,
Splitting is on the way.
baiting the Ultra, baiting the Ultra.
This one Ultralisk is just going to be so much more dangerous as time goes on. And his brothers.
Funnily
that
enough,
are,
it would be.
Well,
That's one thing that Cure wants to snipe right now. You see Solar trying to press the attack, but Cure being very aggressive with the mines, yeah. It does not seem to be enough. They are not.
Oh, the third base here.
I think Solar just about turned this around, maybe?
But the Marauders are in.
Marauders are in fact in. But Solar's not really banking. He does have the much better income advantage though. And that's something that cannot be understated. Yeah, well, not even 4, because 2 of them are pretty much out of energy. Once again, a good split coming out from Cure. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. The Marauders are gonna help out against the Ultras. Actually, he's trained decently well.
Yeah, and he's cleaning out Solar's army here.
Alright, Cure's actually ahead.
Look at his bases. Cure has a lot of bases.
Yeah, this is such a close game, once again.
And this is a planetary fortress, so they can defend themselves.
This has been one of the most dynamic games of the afternoon, Steel.
Yeah, and we've had some pretty damn dynamic. We had Hurricane versus Trap.
Oh, the Ultralists are coming for a flank. The Ultralists are coming for a flank. The Ultralists are coming for a flank. But they do get a little denied there. They do get body blocked. I am worried for Cure right now. His bio is so badly stemmed that these medevacs have no energy on them. But a fresh medevac does get in. I think Solar might...
the Banelings roll in!
Able to get this maybe? The Banelings do roll in and the Banelings roll out. Can't explain that. If you notice right now, Cure, all of his Marauders are actually in the front. They are what the Widowmines do connect brilliantly well. And if you notice from Cure, he's trying to have his Marauders in the front line, not just because they have a shorter range. Look at that connection! That might have just been the one thing that could turn the tide into Cure's favor, but there are still Ultralists out right now, and they are still very deadly. Another beautiful connection!
Yeah,
Where's the detection from Solar? That's... where's... He has no Overseers here. That's absolutely what he needs right now. He cannot continue to rely on the splash damage on the Banelings. Meanwhile, more Marauders come in, and they are starting to take out the Ultralisk. This is getting very, very close, but the Corruptors have been able to take out a lot of the medevacs. There's not a lot of anti-air here.
This is so scrappy, but Cure is just his production.
I don't know. He's slowly getting... I don't know. His income is really good right now, but on the front lines, it seems like Solar might be winning the battle of attrition. The army supply is in Cure's favor, I will give you that, but at the same time, Terran does have difficulty reinforcing.
Also, is
Cure's not having a lot of difficulty here, though.
Is trading Marines and Marauders and Widowmine for Ultralisks?
That is pretty fair. Steel, open up lost units. It is...
It's a bloodbath.
It is an absolute bloodbath.
84 Zerglings died this game.
That's almost as much as Zerglings at Clem kills. Another beautiful connection coming in.
Also, another important statistic with the units lost tab, the Banelings, 80 Banelings died. That means
that's
80
a lot
Banelings
of gas
that were killed, that they did not explode on their own. Those do not appear in the units lost tab. That's a lot
of gas. And now, did Cure just about break Solar? I think he did. I think he did, yeah. Well, Solar does still have a lot of bases up that Cure is not aware of. So that's a way for Solar to come back. Holy heck!
My neck is cramped watching that game.
I am out of breath watching that game. What a series.
Okay.
Alright, take a breath. Take a breath and drink some water.
That was on Zen. That was supposed to be a calm game.
Indeed, it was. Wow.
And there's your finalists for today. They're going to be Cure and Hurricane.
I think a lot of us were expecting Cure to at least make it to the finals today. But Hurricane absolutely a dark horse, but he played brilliantly versus Trap, and with these two players, just based on what we've seen in the semifinals, I am excited, Seal. I am excited for this finals.
But this is a TVP, though.
It is a TVP, but that just means that it's going to be a lot closer.
We saw Hurricane in two Protoss versus Protoss games, so.
Yeah, but you know what?
Let's see if his element extends to Protoss versus Terran as well.
Oh yeah, it's definitely something that happens a lot with certain players where you normally don't really think of them as being like on the upper echelon. You know, they're not really like a Su or a Classic or a Maru, right? But they are they are in the upper echelons of a certain matchup. And so if they were to face like one of them, it's very likely that they'd be able to take them out. But is Hurricane one of them? He did 2-0. I want to remind everyone, 2-0 Trap. Who is he's up there with Zest, and I would say it's between him and Zest, really.
Yeah.
For best Korean Protoss.
And we know that Zest does have the highest number of wins in the ESL.
Yep,
Asia,
yeah,
right?
he does. He
Solar is one
beat
behind.
out. Yeah, he beat out Solar last week in the finals to claim that record.
And it looks like this week it's going to stay Zest's record.
Yeah, Zest did not even sign up today. But he's probably watching and thinking, ha ha ha, Solar, you tried to come for my record.
He's probably thinking, oh crap, Hurricane is way better than I expected. I better figure this guy out, because things are getting dangerous.
By the way, speaking of Hurricane, he is actually going to be playing his GSL group on Wednesday. That is the group with Teja, Special, Hurricane, and Stats. So, you know what? Hurricane going to be able to get a lot of practice today with both PvP and PvT.
Let's see his PvT here.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit of a warm-up for GSL.
Wait, so TY and Special are in the same...
No, Teja and Special. TY played yesterday, and he made it up first.
No, right. Yeah, I'm going to confuse Teja and TY a lot, I think.
You know what? I can kind of see why. Alright, we got a lobby up, but we do have a couple of casters still waiting to join in, so we got a little bit of time.